Hey everyone, how is it going? My name is Simon Gomez and welcome to episode 2. In today's episode, we're gonna be looking at how to check if you meet the eligibility criteria in order to move to Canada. So let's go. Okay, so before I start, I'm gonna make a little disclaimer here, and I'm gonna make this in every single video I make, just in case, just to cover myself. So here it goes. Under no given circumstance I wanna come across by as an immigration consultant or advisor or as an immigration attorney, because I am not. If you're looking for that kind of help, please go look somewhere else. I'm just a random guy who's trying to move to Canada. I currently live in Bogota, Colombia. I have already explained all of that in episode 1, so if you haven't checked out episode 1, please go check it out right here. Clicking this card will take you there. Thank you very much. Okay, so checking the eligibility criteria in order to move to Canada is the first step of your whole immigration process. That's one of the most important things you should do at the beginning, if not the most important. So first, we're gonna head to the Canadian government website, to the Government of Canada's website. Here, as you can see, you have both the option for English or French. If you don't know, in order to move to Canada, you need to speak one of these two languages. That depends on what territory or province do you want to live. So I'm gonna go for English for obvious reasons. I do speak French, but just very basic, so that's why I'm not moving to Quebec. Then we go to this link, which, as you can see, I have already visited. It says Immigration and Citizenship. Visit, work, study, immigrate, refugees, permanent residents, apply, check status. So let's go there. There you have a whole lot of options, but we're gonna choose this option, immigrate. Find out what immigration programs you can apply for. Sponsor your family and use a representative. So we go there. We have many options, most requested, blah blah blah. But the first option we see is find out if you can apply. It's very simple. Find out what programs you can apply for and get information on submitting an online or paper application. Do you want to come to Canada or extend your stay? Do you want to work, study, visit, travel through, or live permanently in Canada? Answer a few questions to find out what immigration programs you can apply for. Each immigration program has a different application and eligibility requirements. You will need about 10 to 15 minutes to complete the form. You may be asked questions about your nationality, age, language ability, family members, education, work experience, income, and or net worth, details on any job offer. Based on your answers, we will tell you what programs you may be eligible for, so be as accurate as you can. If you're eligible, we will give you a detailed list of instructions on what to do next. Something very important to take into account is this right here. This is just for reference. If this says you're eligible to move to Canada, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to do it. It says you may be able to move to Canada, but it doesn't mean you're gonna. So let's check our eligibility. Find out if you're eligible to apply. Once again, what would you like to do in Canada? So we have the option to study, visit, move there, work, transit only. So I'm gonna choose move there. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Temporarily less than 6 months, temporarily more than 6 months. So I want to choose permanently. Select the code that matches your passport. Here you're just gonna look for your country. Mine is Colombia, right here. What is your current country territory of residence? If you're presently in Canada, you should select Canada. So currently I'm living in Bogota, Colombia. Do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and is 18 years or older? I don't have any family or friends living in Canada as of right now, but if you do, this may be able to boost your application process. It may be better for you. I'm gonna blur this out. Sorry about that. Next. What is your main reason to want to come to Canada? Find a permanent job, join with my family, start or invest in a business, work for myself as a farmer, sports person, or artist, find a job as a caregiver. This will depend on each person. It depends on what you're capable of, what is your working experience, whatever it is. For me, it's find a permanent job. Your results. Based on the information you provided, the result below indicate whether you may be eligible to come to Canada. Express entry. You might be eligible for the express entry, which includes the following federal economic immigration programs: Federal Skilled Worker Program, Federal Skilled Trades Program, or the Canadian Experience class. If you don't know yet, choose the province or territory you are most interested in. I would like to move to Ontario. I'm a professional photographer, and I know that in Toronto, this is either Toronto or Vancouver are the places where photography moves the most, where there are more photography jobs. So I'd like to move to Toronto, Ontario. I'll find out if you're eligible to apply. Canada's official languages are English and French. You need to submit language test results for all programs under Express Entry, even if English or French is your first language. Which language test did you take for your official language? For your first official language? I haven't taken any of these exams yet, but just for filling this out, I'm gonna say the IELTS. I'm gonna take the IELTS exam in June. It doesn't matter if you speak English as I do, if you are a native English speaker, intermediate, advanced. Every single person who moves to Canada has to take either a French exam or an English exam. This is just an example, this is not the truth, but what day did you take your test? Let's say January, I don't know, January the 8th perhaps. Next, enter the score for speaking. I believe speaking and writing are the hardest ones, so let's say 8 maybe. I believe I can get a band 8 in speaking. For listening, I believe listening is the easiest part of the IELTS exam, let's say an 8.5. I believe reading is very easy as well, let's say 8.5 once again. And writing, let's say 8. This is honestly what I think I can achieve. It may be a little higher, a little lower, I don't really know, but let's go with this scores. Do you have other language results? Which language test? None. I don't have any of those. This is in regards to the work experience. In the last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? It must have been full-time or an equal amount in part-time. I don't have any amount of working experience in Canada, so let's say none. If you don't have any Canadian work experience during this period, please choose none of the above. In the past 10 years, how many years of skilled worker experience do you have? This means in your own country or wherever else have you lived. So I don't think I have 4 to 5, but maybe 2 to 3. How much money in Canadian dollars will they bring to Canada? I don't have the funds yet. I have some, but not all that are required. So if you see 12,475, this is in Canadian dollars, is not enough settlement funds. You need at least between 12,475 or more. So let's choose that option. How many family members do you have? I believe this is who you are moving with. So it will be just by myself that I'm doing the process. I'm gonna do it with my girlfriend, but each one of us is doing it separately. Do you have a valid job offer in Canada? No, I don't, unfortunately. Okay, so here we have reached the education. What is the highest level of education you have achieved? For this, you have to get an ECA, which is an educational credential assessment. I haven't done this yet, but I'm gonna send all my paperwork either this week or next one to Canada. So I'll let you know how that goes, and I'll let you know how to do it in a future video. So if you wanna see that, please give this video a like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, so fill your date of birth. I'm gonna blur mine out. What's the highest level of education I have achieved? I believe it will be bachelor's degree translated into Canadian equivalency. But I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna go with bachelor, but it might be something else. I don't have any of this. Please read yourself carefully. This is related whether you have done something in Canada or you're related to someone who's living currently in Canada. So None of the above. What is your marital status? Never married or single would be the right option for me. Okay, so here are my results. To apply online, you will need this personal reference code. That's when you're ready to enter the Express entry pool. We'll talk about that in another video. But based on your answers, you appear to be eligible for Express entry. So here it lets you know what you have to do. We will talk about the steps in a future video as well. But basically, that's how you check if you're eligible to move to Canada. If you meet certain eligibility criteria before you do the whole process and submitting your paperwork, this is what you have to do first. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit. If it did, leave a like on this video and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so very much for watching. See you later. Bye.